Okay, now let's go on. So when we're talking about the, HT clause, like start with the conjunction two, right? Because subordinating conjunction. But in HT clause, they call it relative pronoun and relative adverb, right? Only a few words here, like who, which, that, where, when, why, and so on. That we call, the conjunction that introduce to HT clause. So when you see this word, they also call, DC, right? DC. For example here. Okay, like here example, the girl who has won the race is, very happy. So everybody, this one, who has won the race, we call what? DC, I see everybody who has won the race.
DC, teacher.
Yeah, DC. And then the girl is very happy, we call it IC. So combined together, we call it complex sentence, right? And this is called what about it? Is it defining or non-defining relative clause? Anybody?
Defining clause, teacher.
Yeah, defining. Already, okay? I just review a little bit about the HT clause. And another one, I know the man whose car was stolen. So whose car was stolen is called DC, right? And I know the man is IC. So combined together, this is called, complex sentence. Another one, Siem Reap, where there are a lot of temples, attract, many tourists. So this one, it is, the HT clause, they modify Siem Reap, right? But here, buddy, why we comma here, buddy? Why? Why we comma here?
Because it's specific place.
Non-defining, right? Non-defining relative clause, it modified the noun that we know already. We need comma. Okay. So DC and Siem Reap attract many tourists is IC. So we call it complex sentence, not compound. So this is for the HT clause. And for noun clause, we have three kind of conjunction, right? WH, like what, where, when, why, how much, how many, how often, and that. And the last one is whether or if, that we can call subordinating conjunction. Don't forget that. Okay. So these are the conjunctions that we use to start the dependent or independent. Be honest. Yeah. They start what?
Dependent, teacher.
Yeah, dependent. Don't forget that. Okay, like example, usually among the other clauses, non-clause very different because why? Non-clause look like the simple sentence, very short. You can see very short here. Scientists know what causes tsunami. So if we look at it, maybe we think that this is simple sentence, but actually it is not simple sentence, right? Because in it we have what clause just now? What clause? HT ever or noun clause? Everybody?
What clause?
Yeah, here is called noun clause. They stand after the word no. So don't forget in noun clause it function. There are two main function in it. The first one it is DC. The first one, okay. Noun clause is DC, mean dependent clause. And the second, this one it is object or subject of the sentence. Everybody, what causes to be here? Is it object or subject?
It is the object, teacher.
Yeah.
Object.
So the second function of noun clause here, it is the object of the whole sentence. Sometimes they ask you, where is the HT clause? Okay, sorry, where is the noun clause or DC? Here, what causes tsunami? How about the IC? Man said he know the whole sentence. The whole IC. So it has two functions. It is DC and it is also object. That's why this is called what? Complex sentence, not simple sentence. Okay. So when we see like one more example here, I hope that their project is successful. So if you look, you just say subject, verb, and object, right? That's all. But no, this one, it is DC. Okay, why? Because that here is subordinating conjunction, right? So that their project is successful, it called a dependent clause, and it has one more function, the object of the word whole. So the whole sentence we call it IC. IC plus DC we call it complex sentence. Okay, so what you have to recognize is that HT clause, adverb clause, or noun clause, they are DC. And why? Because they start with ing, means subordinating conjunction. Okay, that's why they are DC. So DC with IC, we call complex sentence. And another one about it, the last one we call ing compound complex sentence. How about this? When we have two IC plus one or more DC, that we call complex sentence. If only one IC plus one or more DC, we call complex. If two IC plus one or more DC, we call compound complex sentence. That's why you have to be careful about what they call DC and what they call IC. Okay, like here example. I wanted to travel. What do we call about it? This one, DC, IC. Which one? I want to travel.
IC, teacher.
Yeah, IC. After I graduated from college, we call what?
DC, teacher.
Yeah, DC. Because the word after, right? Don't forget that. How about one more? I had to go to work immediately. We call what? DC, IC. IC. Okay, so what you have to recognize that when we use, conjunctive adverb, this is IC. When we use, subordinating conjunction, it is what? DC. Okay, so here we have two IC. Here, I wanted to travel and I had to go to work immediately. It's called IC. And we have one DC after graduated from college. So two IC plus one DC, we call it compound complex. Okay, so you can put here another one after graduated from college, comma. So we can put anywhere you like, right? But don't forget, where you but here, but if fanboy, right? When you fanboy, this one also what? I see. Okay, so when you conjunctive adverb, when you coordinating conjunction, both sides are IC. But when you subordinating conjunction like after, we call it DC. That's why you must know very well about the conjunction that you use. Are they fanboy or are they conjunctive adverb or are they subordinating conjunction? Like another one example for you here. That I combine four sentences together. So I wanted to travel is called IC, right? After I graduated from college is DC. I had to work immediately is called what? IC. How about this one about it? Because I had to support my family, we call what? Everybody. How about this one? We call what? DC. Yeah, DC. So two IC, two DC. So we still call it compound complex. How about this one about it? How about this? I could not decide where I should work or what I should do, or so at first I did nothing. This is what? I could not decide. It's called what about it?
I see, teacher.
I see. Where I should work or what I should do is called what?
DC.
DC. How about this one? At first I did nothing. How about this one?
DC, teacher.
Mới sâu phong, cũng kinh bọc kill được kia no. Sâu chứ cái
fanboy
đấy, fanboy ấy.
Fanboy.
This one is IC, còn đã bọc kill và làm đỉnh bản. Okay, this is not DC. IC we call it soul fanboy. Okay, so two IC, one DC. That's why we call it. Actually, two DC as well. Where I should work or what should do it. We mean two DC and two IC. So we call it compound complex. Okay, compound complex. So usually, when we're talking about the sentence, there are four kinds, right? So if only one IC, we call it simple sentence. If two IC together, we call it compound complex. Actually, compound sentence. Sorry. And how many ways, everybody? How many ways we can make compound? How many ways are there? How many ways?
I think there are two ways.
Three way. Three, right?
Correct.
Hiện này ta three way. Miền này những thì mũi bài cái all thing cái Johnson. Second we use cái conjunctive verb. The third one we use cái semicolon, right? Don't forget that. And complex sentence where we use one IC plus one or more DC. And then compound complex where we use two IC plus one or more DC. This is about the way that you have to understand, about the type, of sentence. Let's start mơ đi môi tao dừng, start mơ lên mà là. But you look at these sentences here about it. Are they simple? Are they compound? Are they complex? Or compound complex? Mơ plan mơ dừng. Okay, can you spend for a few minutes, everybody? Học quần á, chàng xe rít, trường sụp hành ní. Học nơi ràng xây, chung xây há, đà hính, đập đứng, yên một lép, sleeper, phải. Hà rí, phà phí, hình ra, cùn thay, rồi chẳng á, yêu chẳng à rôn. Talida, svan talide, mel kèo kèn á. Khi rây vô tích á, khi mày hút. Kim chai rốt ná, màn kìm lấy, cùng nghị môn. Còn phần lư, cùi cùi doang. Police night, cuốn xin đến, làng xin chain, lên kim hông, mà lá, thì run, kim án, rọt thác, có bị địa xây, mày hút, sầy lăng, panic, cầm mày ní, sầy nách, vần nát, rồi mà ní, nàng chẳng niếng, ngụt game huống, sầy phúng, chia spirit, sầy nách, ok, nào vần nịch, ha, sắp bay nhẹ. Nó cho mong khối độ trình định. Ok. Tóm number one mới trình hay. Number one was it trình hay. Simple compound complex. Hơi trình hay.
Compound teacher.
Yeah, compound sentence. Okay, because you see here, all right, fanboy join two IC together, so compound sentence. How about Alvana? Alvana?
Yeah, teacher.
Number two.
Number two is compound sentence, teacher.
Compound ấy, if này if. DC ạ.
Complete sentence, teacher.
Yeah, complex.
Yeah.
Dạ mơ chắc chỉ mơ gì hết. If mình cho nó yên cái subordinating junction mà chẳng em, cho nó verb clause. Cho nên cho DC. Okay, chẳng sorry IC bộ DC môi gì chẳng complex. How about Chan say Harry number three. Say Harry.
Compound teacher.
Yeah, compound sentence. Those are four fanboy cái đó là chừng compound. Okay. How about another one? Mà chôn hàm ni riêng giấy. Hàm ni riêng giấy. Riêng giấy. Nào đấy.
Yeah, teacher.
Number four.
You have to use it. I think it is a complex sentence.
You have to blame yourself, one IC. Before you blame anyone, DC. Four, everything is up to you, IC. Chẳng IC pick DC mùi. Ví dụ ấy. Mày complex gì? Chú ấy. Compound, complex.
Compound complex sentence.
Sa miền P này, two IC mà DC mùi nè, mà trên compound complex, mày complex gì? Okay, how about another one? Chun Sapani. Sapani number five. Sapani.
Yes, teacher.
Number five. What sentence?
Sample sentence.
Simple mà bên anh. Although I am not so clever cái này. Chị ấy nè. DC mùi. I always revise the lesson. I see mùi. So fanboy chứ không có cái I see đây. I see DC mùi. Sẽ cái nè. Cho cái.
Compound complex sentence.
Compound complex. Thì simple sentence ấy. Thì vừa giặt dài. Mình simple là compound complex ạ. How about number 6? Chia kim liếng. Chia kim liếng number 6. Kim liêng. Có cái máu đi rồi thành đanh mới vậy. Hiện riêng không? Mà kim liếng. Lữ đã ê mình. Mà chia cho anh Trang và Tấy. Cho anh Trang và Tấy. What Tây?
Yes, teacher.
Number 6. Cho A mà number 6.
Simple sentence.
You should read all the lesson, practice more exercise and do. Yeah. Simple sentence with three verb đó bay type of simple sentence này. Okay, good. How about chung si há? Chung si há? Number 7.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, number 7.
Yes, teacher. I think it's compound sentence.
Yeah, compound. Của hai đấy nè. Song however chia cái trang thì adverb trên song kháng từ I see. So her study, so she fanboy đến cái I see đây, trang I seeถึง 7. Trang free sentence I see, trang we call compound sentence. Okay, good. Kinh về là compound complex giá đó, nhưng mà lòng ba nè. Okay, mà another one, mà Dahin. Dahin, number 8.
Number 8, complex.
Complex, yeah?
Yes, sir.
When I have free time, DC, I usually read some book or watch. Yeah, complex sentence rồi. Của bên này I see muối, DC muối. How about number 9? Mà number 9, mà đập đún. Đập đún. Đập đún. Do you hear đập đún? Nghĩa bảo với đà hình dạp đó là đập đún đà hình. Lâu với tôi nào bà đấy, đập đún không? Mà vô lẽ, yên vô lẽ. Vô lẽ.
Yes, sir.
Number 9.
It complex sentence.
I can't believe you again. I see muối chẳng ấy, I see muối nè. Unless you give it to her, cho cái DC chẳng unless nè, DC. Or fanboy chẳng có cái chia gì I see muối tiệt. I see DC muối. Chẳng hạn complex chẳng thở hết complex.
Compound complex.
Compound complex mà compound complex vô. Man complex đi. Okay. Another one, I'm a flipper. Number 10.
Yeah, teacher. Compound teacher.
Compound mình ta đàn năng. Mình chụp dục pi na.
Complex sentence teacher.
Complex, yeah. This is noun clause, right? Yeah. Whatever you have said or done, which is subject chẳng chỉ noun clause. Trong which is complex sentence gì? Okay. Now let's go on. Okay, mà number 11 gì? Number 11 mà intra, không intra.
Yes, teacher.
Number 11.
Complex sentence.
Yeah, complex. Sao mình if nè, vì chia fan bộ chia cái trang nó bỏ gì adverb clause. Chẳng ghi chia complex sentence. Okay. Another one mà kun thấy. Kun thấy.
I think complex sentence, teacher.
Number 12, complex đấy.
Yes.
Okay, when you have any problem, DC muối, you can come to ask me for help. I see muối. because I already got us one other best friend in my life. DC មួយទៀត DC 2 IC 1 complex. Okay, correct. Complex sentence. How about number 13? Mà hơi Regina. Oh, Regina.
Yeah, teacher.
Number 13.
Number 13. I think that simple sentence, teacher.
Yeah, simple sentence. Okay, good. How about 14? Yêu general. General, do you hear?
Yes, teacher.
Number 14.
Number 14, I think compound sentence.
Compounds and enjoy them. Mà
Oh,
simple
simple
sentence.
sentence, teacher.
Simple đó, không kinh về. Mà simple sentence with three verbs nè, like, dancing, love, singing, enjoy singing, going nè. Simple sentence đây gì, không kinh về nhau. Okay, another one, Kalida.
Compound sentence, teacher.
Number 15 nè, compound, right?
Yes, compound, yes.
Compound, right?
Yes, teacher.
I will never forget you again. I see mùi.
Oh, sorry,
Although you
teacher.
don't love me, DC mùi.
Complex.
Yeah, đồ luôn nè. Mà compound complex, mà compound này cái although nè. DC mùi ICP trên compound complex. How about number 16? Maswan Talide.
Yes, teacher. Yes.
16. Chữ A là gì?
Compound.
Compound đấy. Oh, I
Yeah.
won't let you go. You compound thế này, all cái đó là mà vô P nào, ICP compound. Okay. Another one. Keo Kanjana. Keo Kanjana. Do you hear Keo Kanjana? Tụm kinh trồn máu nữa này. Nấu. Họ lứa nữa. Mờ Keo Kanjana.
Yes.
Number 17. Hãy simple compound complex.
Number 7, I think that it simple sentence.
Simple mới. Mình if cái năng ấy simple đi, if cái mũ này. If chỗ DC mùi à, mấy cái simple cả. DC mùi, you can go. IC mùi, us, DC mùi tiết, DCP, IC mùi hay ấy.
Compound complex sentence.
Man, compound complex, yeah. Complex.
Yes.
DCP, IC mùi nè, và trên complex, yeah, man, compound complex, yeah. How about number 18? Number 18, Reviputica.
Hello, teacher.
Number 18.
I think it is a complex sentence, teacher. Am I right?
Why complex? Why?
Because having eaten too much food and feel so full and horrible.
This
So
one
it
called what?
combined with it's called independent. It's called dependent clause, teacher.
Yeah, this one we cut down from adverb clause, right? My adverb clause that we just say because I have eaten, right? If we want to say write the full one, but when we cut down it, we just say have eaten to my food. You see, present participle phrase, but function as adverb clause. So it is also DC, right? DC plus IC.
Yes,
complex sentence. Okay, correct. Mà simple vậy đó, anh ấy cái chia cái gì? Dependent clause là các clause gì? My adverb clause này. Nè, have eaten nè. Mà bữa sau bạn nhắm cho chú biết nộp chứ mẹ làm pin như đây mà. Okay, thank you. Key manhood.
Yes, teacher.
Number 19.
Yep, it should be compound complex, right?
Compound complex. She doesn't want to have more children. Simple sentence, right? I see, right? 4 fanboy, I see. Yeah, compound complex. Because there are 2 IC and 1 DC. Okay, correct. Kim Charatana, number 20. Kim Charatana.
Yes, teacher. Yes.
I think it is is it compound sentence?
Yeah. Why? Why compound? Because you were
Because there is conjunction,
yeah,
conjunctive.
you only coordinating conjunction on both sides, right? So and all. So all are coordinating conjunction that you in the you know when IC, right? So compound sentence.
Yes.
Okay, correct. Okay, let's go on to another one. This one teacher want you to combine them, you know, to make a compound sentence. Okay. Xạ thì mà là gì nào? Use you can use conjunctive adverb or you can use fanboy to make compound sentence. Like number one, mình kim cho nó nào mà mang kim lấy. Can you do number one?
Please wait, teacher.
Put fanboy or conjunctive adverb, no problem. Don't use semicolon. Hurry up. John got up late. He missed the bus. Mà một pháo fanboy nhưng fanboy game mà.
We use so.
So, teacher.
Yeah. Okay. Why I murdered? Okay, so we use again so, right? If you so only one comma, right? Only one comma. And if you want to use, conjunctive adverb, which word? They mean the same like the word so, everybody. What word? Anyone? If I want to use, yeah. Was it?
Therefore.
Yeah, therefore, right? So if you therefore, we need one again. Semicolon and comma. Okay. So you can use any way you like. You can use, semicolon. Okay, with conjunctive verb plus comma, or you can use, fanboy. Up to you. Okay, no problem. How about another sentence?
No, teacher.
Yes.
Vacancy of that semicolon comment, teacher.
Yeah, wrong. Okay, wrong. Okay, another one. Number two. Number two. Con bên lư. Bên lư.
Hello, teacher.
Yeah, do number two.
Because.
Phá phần boy chỉ bị khóc mà nào mà chết. Hơi phá phần boy phá chỉ cái power sentence chỉ bị khóc. Chẳng chừng mà kìa. For and not but or yes so cái đại cái bị khóc. Gì đó. What do we put here? My writing teacher wrote a book. Our library did not have a copy. Maybe khóc đấy. Mà đại gì? What word here about it? Fanboy again, fanboy. Hả?
For our library did not have.
Mở khủ giống sẽ không mà các bà đây. Nào lấy mình phải bật quạt.
But.
Yeah.
But teacher, but.
Okay, but yeah. But not mình đã for không bạn là because không đây. Okay, so if you but we need one comma, right? And with conjunctive adverb that means the same like but.
However.
Yeah, chứ nào mà. Semicolon. However, comma, right? Và however là mạnh biết đã tiếp same mà. Nevertheless, okay, biết một cái nói gì? Okay, nevertheless máu các bạn. Okay. Họ command thành đại biết, phải biết same các bạn. Đại kỹ. Về những tiếng máu. On the other hand. Okay. Và dân pra khẩu ngay đúng. So on the other hand mean the same like the word again, but mình đi biết yên là moreover, dạ pra là gì? Okay. How about number three? Number three. Anyone can do number three?
So, teacher.
Because teacher.
Because.
Because.
Man châu không như nào?
For.
So, teacher.
No cigarette is not healthy. Yeah, for so make that ọt má này. Chụp đấy bia ọt thua mình sập lò đây để xa bia cái bần đại cảm hà đi suốt bần đại xấu mình cắt mà okay. For it can cause lung cancer. Yes.
Excuse me, teacher. Can I ask you, like,
yes.
Can we put as a result instead For.
No, result we talk about the word so, right? Here, like therefore. For we don't have any conjunctive verb that's so the same. Okay. Except the word for.
Okay,
Because joy again. If you because, it is what? Complex sentence, right? Don't forget that. Okay. If you because, it is adverb clause, so it is complex sentence. If you for, it is, compound sentence. Okay. How about another one? Number 4, buddy. What word, fanboy?
Or.
Yeah, comma or. But if you don't want to use or, we want to use a conjunctive verb, what do we use? What word mean the same? Semicolon. What word?
Either.
Either, teacher.
No. Other. Why? Okay. Other why. Other why. Thì mình set một bên án. Okay. Other why. I mean either đi. Okay. How about number 5? For in the first name. What word? Yeah, anyone? What fanboy?
But.
Yeah,
Yes, correct.
but, right? But, okay, but. And if you want to use a conjunctive, you can use, like however, right? And so on. So we can say however, okay, like that. Up to you. How about number 6? Number 6, what word?
So.
Yeah, comma. So, right? So, okay. But if you want to use a conjunctive verb, you can use what? Well, beside therefore, what word do we use? Anyone?
Hence.
Yeah,
Consequently.
hence, da, right? Hence, gaban, or we can use does, no problem. Okay, how about number 7? There had been several drought. What fanboy here?
Cho drought nó ngay kia, teacher.
Korean wood.
So.
Yeah, the same so. Or so đã nãy biết đạp xây máu, phải cái conjunctive máu, hence mình máu, okay. How about number 8? A youth brand fell on the driveway. What word is it here? It just missed my car.
But it just missed my car.
Yeah, but, or we can also use and, no problem, okay? We can also use and. Make sure mỗi lần play đang hai we call lan nhom ting. Okay, we can use and or we can use but, no problem. We have 2 choice here. Okay, it's okay. How about number 9? The stained glass window is beautiful. What we put here?
And.
And, right?
Yes.
Okay, and it has been in church scene. Okay, good. We can use moreover, right? If you conjunctive, we can say moreover. Okay, or furthermore, right? No problem. How about number 10? David won a leather jacket. What is it here?
It is
yeah, but okay, it is very expensive. Okay, good. Okay, so let's go on to another one, buddy. It's just the same, just skip it a little bit. Look at this one here, buddy. What is the right word here, Mer? I just have little time before my next class. Now, so but I'm trying to catch up in my letter writing. Which one, buddy?
So.
Yeah, so right?
Teacher.
Okay, so I'm trying to catch up with my letter writing. Okay. This semester has been difficult. But or yeah. Yeah, but. Okay. I'm enjoying it.
Teacher.
Yes. I'm taking 2 English classes. And also. Yeah, and okay, and I'm also
teacher.
on the student council. Being on the council has taught me a lot. But also.
So.
Yeah.
But.
But. ចេះយើងចេះច្រើនតែវាចំណាយពេលច្រើនដែរ okay but it takes up a lot of time number 5 studying take up most of my time but I try to find time for sport too yeah but okay but how about number 6 this weekend I'm going hiking with some classmates do you remember the time we went hiking and so yeah yeah and okay and how about number 7 your visit in just 2 weeks I'm looking forward to seeing you and about you
teacher.
yeah
And
yeah and okay I'm sure we have a great time you can stay in a dorm in my dorm yeah or I arrange for us both to stay with my parents okay which would you prefer to do my parents don't live far away and or but and I know they want to see you okay nóឆ្ងាយទេ and they want to see you okay how about the last one let me know which trend you're taking yeah so okay so good okay now let's go to another exercise here buddy they want you to look at the sentences here and try to combine them into one sentence you can use compound you can use complex or compound complex okay now can you look at this little bit buddy and try to cut the sentences that are the same okay you can use even simple sentence no problem now can you try it buddy anyone can try number 1 yeah simple compound complex or compound complex no problem okay anyone who can do it mà Kim Hướng nguồn Kim Hướng hey, Kim Hướng can you do it
Not sure, let me see.
let me try that.
okay you can try what do you want to put
I haven't had an opportunity to see much of this today. Spend much time with my friends because the teachers have been giving us a lot of homework tests.
okay have been giving us a lot of homework and tests okay and is it called what sentence is it simple compound complex or what is it simple Compound or complex?
Complex.
Yeah. Complex, right? Okay, complex sentence. Okay, because you see the word, I haven't had opportunity to see my opportunity. You see one IC, right? And we call it DC. Okay, so we call complex sentence. But if I omit this one and I put 4, what sentence is it, everybody? What sentence?
Compound.
Yeah,
Compound
compound
sentence.
sentence. Okay, thank you. So we can have 2 ways. Okay? Up to you. You can use any way you like. How about second sentence? Anyone volunteer?
Me, teacher.
Okay.
This quarter, I really like the teachers and classmates.
Okay, well.
But the teachers are very strict and expect us to study hard.
Very strict and expect us to study hard. Okay, is it okay, everybody? This quarter, but I really like the teacher and classmate.
I want to change this quarter to the end of the classmate.
No, it's not a problem for that one.
This
Okay,
quarter.
it's okay. This quarter is not important for this one. It's just adverb.
Yes, sir, yes.
But it's okay, everybody. No problem. Correct. I really like the teacher and classmate, but the teacher are very strict and expect us to study hard. Is it okay? Right? And what sentence is it? Yeah, it's not. Yeah, was it?
What if I change back to yet? Is it correct or not?
This is not a very surprising one, right? Not surprise or not unexpected. It's just okay. Sessional contract. So we don't use yet here. Just only but. This is correct. Okay.
Oh yes, teacher. It is compound sentence, teacher.
Yeah, compound sentence. Okay, correct. Okay, don't forget, we can also use, to change it to HD clause or also no problem. Example, I do another way here. This quarter, I think the quarter here, right? Quarter, we have talked about the where you study, per semester that we have, free month, right? So we say quarter. This quarter, okay, I really like classmate, okay, and again teacher. Sorry, and a teacher. Who are very strict and expect us to study hard. How about this sentence, everybody? What do we call it? Is it compound sentence too, or what?
It is a complex sentence.
Yeah, complex sentence because of the word who here, right? Okay,
yes,
so this is complex. So you can use, any way you like, but you should know your sentence. Okay, what kind of sentence is it? Now let's go to another one, everybody. This one number but number 3 number 3. Okay, my number 3 here, everybody. Can you do it? Anyone? My reading instructor is extremely patient. Learning new vocabulary word is very difficult for me. I spend more time studying for my reading class than any other. Okay, anyone can try this one? Yeah, anyone? Anyone volunteer?
Hello, teacher.
Sidain, right?
try this.
Okay.
My reading instructor is very good and extremely patient, but learning new vocabulary word is very difficult for me. And I spend
Okay. Yeah.
for my recording class, my reading class, than for any other.
New vocabulary word thiệt cũng được đặt đề. Okay. Chúng ta nói bài đấy. New vocabulary is very difficult for me. And then what do you put?
Because I spend more time studying more for my reading class.
Because đấy.
I think because teacher.
Because ឆ្កងបានមករៀនពាក្យវាពិបាកសម្រាប់ខ្ញុំខ្ញុំចំណាយពេលរៀនម៉ោងហ្នឹងច្រើនជាងម៉ោងផ្សេងទៀតចាំមែននេះទេបើពាក្យអីហ៎ so okay so I spend okay sorry I spend more time studying for my reading class than for any other. Okay, that's so my. So what's if you this one buddy? What sentence is it? Anyone? What sentence is it? Complex, yeah. Compound complex. Compound complex ណាមានសិតប្រយោគអីសិតប្រយោគ IC ទាំងអស់ហ្នឹង compound teacher compound ខ្ញុំឃើញវែង okay compound sentence here because you can see here we have the word but we have the word so right but and so we use IC for all so it is the okay compound sentence here okay not complex okay how about number 4 everybody anyone
Can I try, teacher?
yes
We have just finished a review of the tense, but I'm still having a little trouble with the tense. However, I will continue to study the tense on my own.
Okay. Review of the tenses.
Tenses.
Yeah.
But
right.
Yeah, teacher.
I'm still having a little trouble with the tense. With the tense or with them, with them. Okay. So.
However.
So right. So right.
Can we use however, teacher?
Okay. Semicolon. Sorry. However. However, I will continue to study
the tense on my own.
Đấm cho hỏi chốt đi on my own nhé. Okay. Tenses Việt Nam này bị. Most we have just finished our review of the tenses, but I'm still having a little trouble with them. However, I will continue to study them on my own. Okay, no problem. We can use however, but you can also use result, right? No problem. You can use result as well. You can use like so or therefore, right? Okay, no problem. Yes. So you can use therefore or you can use however because the meaning can be okay. Okay. But what sentence is it? What sentence? What sentence is it?
Complex.
Okay, compoundដែរតា compound but មិន fanboy however បញ្ជា conjunctive adverb so they are in the compound sentence okay but not complex okay how about the last one anyone can try this one
teacher
yes
I have question
yeah what is it
how about the we have just finished a review of the tenses it is I see, right?
Yeah, I see.
I see, DC and DC. Is it complex sentence?
No. DC, I see, right? And but also
yes.
I see. However,
Oh.
also get IC. All are IC. Okay.
Okay.
How about the last one? Anyone?
I try that one.
Okay.
We are going to have a test on the conjunctions next week. So I won't be able to go anywhere this week. For I want to do well on this test and make sure that my final grade is high.
Okay. Conjunction next week. So, right?
So
I won't be able to go anywhere, right? This week. Okay. For
do
I
well
want to do well on the test.
and make sure that my final
Make
grade
sure,
is
right?
high. Yes.
Yeah, and you put the word one again or not? Hmm?
No. And
I
make
want to
sure.
do well on the test.
And make sure.
Right?
Yes.
Make sure that my final grade is high. Okay. So everybody, is it okay for this sentence? We're going to have a test on the conjunction next week. So I want be able to go anywhere this week. For I want to do well on the test and make sure that my final grade is high. Okay, everybody, is it okay? No problem. Anyone?
No, teacher.
Yeah. No. Yeah, it is correct. So what sentence is it, buddy? What sentence is this one?
Compound.
Compound, right? We're going to
Yes,
have a
teacher.
test on the conjunction next week. I see, right? So I won't be able to go anywhere this week. I see.
I see.
Or I want to do
Or-
well on the test. I see. And make sure that
All I
that
see.
gọi rồi. That
Or
mà plum môi dương, that mà plum môi no.
That's
That is
my-
called DC, right? No, that my final
Yes,
grade is high.
teacher.
So it is in
So it's compound.
compound. Yeah, complex. Okay, compound complex. Yeah. So this is about what you have to be careful about it when you write. You have to know clearly that is it simple, is it compound, is it complex, or compound complex. Okay. Otherwise, you will make mistake in your writing sentences. So to sum up, everybody, in English there are four kinds, right? Four types of sentences. Okay, we have four types. Okay, then we have like simple sentence. Okay. So talk about simple is what, buddy? When we talk about simple sentence is when we have only one again.
One I see and
Yeah,
one I see.
One I see. Okay. So one I see we call simple sentence, and then compound. How about compound?
I see plus I see.
Yeah, when we have I see, okay, plus I see, or can be one more I see. Okay, we can combine three sentences, no problem. Okay.
Yes.
And another one, how about complex?
One I see plus one on one I see.
Yeah, one I see plus one or more. Okay, DC. This is what you have to be careful. How about the last one? Compound complex.
Two I see plus one or more DC.
Yeah, when two I see plus one or
more I see.
Yeah,
DC.
more DC. I see here. Okay, so this is about the way that you have to recognize, about the type of sentences. Okay, so that's all for this lesson, everybody. Do you have any questions so far?
No, teacher.
Today, no quiz here.
Teacher,
Okay.
Bob.
Don't forget that tomorrow, next week, you will learn again about unit 7 here, but talk about the sentence problem, right? Don't forget that. Okay, any question, anyone, about this type? Is it easy?
No,
right?
teacher. Not really, but no question.
Simple.